We are back with another episode of Nimpulse Plays, where we are still playing I Saw Black Clouds, an FMV game from Wales Interactive. And we are now going to meet the Reverend. And also, ghosts are real, and they might be called Agnes.
Reverend Peter.
Peter, please. It's
Reverend,
Christine,
please.
How can I be of help?
There are a few things I wanted to ask you.
He was at the wake.
Well, after a bereavement, people often want answers.
Yeah.
It's about Emily. I just wanted to better understand what happened.
Friends and family have all sorts of feelings after an event like this. Guilt is very common.
Yes, but what about ghosts?
Emily talked about seeing ghosts here in the village.
That's
and it's
weird.
Something that I've experienced as well.
It's very common after a death like this to have such experiences. Even for those that don't believe in the paranormal.
Sure.
I thought that too, but this is something different.
Maybe it has something to do with the story of Agnes.
There's one thing these games need to get better at doing, and that's not when the choice is paused like this. Keep in a room tone or an ambience, because what we hear is just basically the end of the audio as it's cut off entirely while the choice is there, and then when it picks back up again, suddenly you hear that room tone in the background again. Just have like a room tone noise that you can put in during these moments, because otherwise it's jarring to go from one to the other. Agnes?
Agnes.
It's a local legend. It dates back to the 18th century. She was a maid who worked in the Lord's estate. Her parents brought her over from Sweden when they came to work here. The story goes...
Agnes, the Swedish
she had
ghost.
An affair with the Lord. When she fell pregnant, he was horrified that she wanted to legitimize the relationship. It was all very different back then, of course.
Okay.
So what did she do?
Well, when she refused to back down, he threw her out. It was very cruel. Her parents weren't around for her, and as a single pregnant woman back then, your choices were very limited. Out of options and without any hope, she threw herself into the lake on the Lord's estate, drowned herself and the unborn child.
Okay.
And that's where the ghost stories come from.
Thanks, Anne. Bye.
Anne, kindly leave.
Not exactly. It's said that she cursed the area with her death, and that her spirit returns to taunt young women into taking their own lives. It's all nonsense, of course.
Yeah, a bit of a weird moment to smile and laugh there.
But there are more suicides here than normal.
Some areas are more prone to this than others. The sad fact is, suicide hotspots occur more often than you'd think.
That's
and having a local
probably
legend like this
sadly
only adds
true.
to the problem and plays into people's neuroses. Doesn't help that Alexander keeps talking about it. He's the Lord's descendant.
He lives here in the village?
Yes. The estate's had the same family and for hundreds of years. I wouldn't recommend talking to him about this.
But I have mentioned
It's not
him
the kind
and
of thing
given
you
you
want to hear
information
when you've just
about
lost
him.
a friend in the way that you have. Can be a little bit grumpy too.
And so I went to speak to him. Oh, she actually did as well. My god, a Volkswagen Golf. I don't know if it is a Golf, but I made a guess, a calculated guess. Hello, I make poor decisions, let me in. Why have I knocked on a window?
Hello, Alexander?
Wait, is
Yes, what do you want?
I believe I met a colleague of yours today, Dominic.
Is it him from Contradiction?
She mentioned to me that you worked at the clinic. I was hoping I could ask you some questions.
Very well. Come in.
Thank you.
I think it might be. Bing bong, bing
This
bong.
is my friend Emily. She passed away recently.
It's a photo I stole from her diary that I
Yes.
still haven't given to her mother.
I was at the clinic when your friend was there, but purely in an advisory capacity. I couldn't comment on her treatment.
Oh, what was that? That was a rock sus eyebrow raise right there.
Advisory at the clinic.
Yes, I retired as a surgeon many years ago, but I would be called back to advise the psychiatric team from time to time.
Like a consultant. Ah, Rev'd Peter.
I spoke to the vicar, and he told me the story of Agnes.
That's not where I was going!
That man's a fool. He believes in God, but doubts the existence of evil. Ridiculous.
Why can we yo-yo back and forth between... Fine, the clinic.
Why did the clinic close?
Yeah. Series of patient disappearances. Suicides.
Yeah, based on
Over
what I've
the
seen so
years, it
far, I know
mentions
why.
So you believe there's some truth in this curse?
Oh, yes. This house has been under dark clouds for hundreds of years. Ever since my ancestor foolishly impregnated that stupid maid.
Look, I'll be honest, if your family owned, like, a castle and was a local lord in the 1700s or whatever, they probably did a lot worse. That wasn't great, but they also probably did a lot worse. If that's the one bad thing your family's done, then I doubt it, you know?
Do you live here on your own?
Now, yes, my wife left years ago. I would have gone too if I hadn't have believed that I would have taken the curse with me.
You believe the curse would follow you?
Oh, yes. Just as I'm sure I drew it to the clinic. All those vulnerable people. It's an angry spirit. It preys on those who are emotionally open to it.
Uh-huh. You seen Agnes?
Have you seen her?
Of course. She haunted this house for years, burning the life out of anybody who lived under its roof.
This is a
Yeah.
terrible bed and
The
breakfast.
good reverend hasn't told you the full story, has he?
I am your father.
My ancestor was an arrogant man. He was also stupid. A man in his position should never have gone near one of his domestic staff. I mean, a maid, for goodness sake. I suppose her being Swedish must have added an air of exoticism.
Oh, Agnes. Your blood is divine. It's the only Swedish I know. Oh, damn, what is this, a kissing montage? You turn right around. You didn't see nothing. Okay, we've lingered quite a lot on this.
Of course, the inevitable happened. Usually these things are handled discreetly, but for some reason she thought he would acknowledge her as the father of her child. A preposterous idea back then.
No, no, no. These walls got you pregnant, not me. Not
She
me,
had
the
to leave,
only man in
of
the
course.
town, or the house.
How can you do this to me? How can you do this to me? I am your child. Okej! Jag går! Men jag hatar dig för att du gör det här mot mig!
I think that was Swedish.
Förbanna dig och ditt hus!
Something and the house. I curse on you and this house. Probably. So, that guy's thinking, good thing I don't know any Swedish. Therefore, this curse means nothing to me.
The other staff turned their backs on her. Nobody in the village would help. Quite alone, with no family to turn to, she was left with almost no choice.
Become friends with Aquaman and seek revenge on the town.
They say that a soul that dies in a state of rage leaves a curse. Well, Agnes cursed us all that day.
So people believe these deaths were because of her.
Records in this house were very carefully kept. Particularly so on an estate so heavily reliant on agriculture. The phases of the moon were noted. Agnes's death was remarked on at the time because of the blood moon that appeared in the sky on the night of her death.
A lunar eclipse.
Indeed. 2 years on, and Agnes was barely remembered. Until the next blood moon appeared in the sky.
Oh, okay, so just gotta avoid blood moons.
That night, a maid in the house swore she'd seen Agnes on the stairs, whispering to her.
Oh, it seems we have another crazy maid. Out you go.
The days went on, and she became more and more hysterical, claiming she heard Agnes speaking to her wherever she went.
Little did she know she had a Bluetooth earphone in.
The next morning, the estate steward found the maid hanging from a tree. After that, we grew to fear the appearance of a blood moon.
Even now.
No, not really.
Let me show you something.
This is my barbecue grill. That's right.
Out there, used
8
to be
different
the
sausages cooking at
outbuildings
once.
that the servants lived in.
What happened?
I had it burned to the ground. When one of the servants started complaining about a woman who'd be seen in the building at night, I'd finally had enough.
Uh-huh. Wait, so
Did
you
she ever
burned down
come
the
back?
servants' housing?
I had the grounds of the house lined with salt. She never returned.
But has she been seen in the village?
Oh, yes. By the lake where she died. I really don't recommend you go there.
Okay, but what about Emily?
I just want to know if she had anything to do with what happened to my friend.
Look, I hope you find your answers. But if I were you, I'd leave this accursed place.
Anyway, back to the barbecue. Would you like a hot dog? This person has
Excuse
been
me.
everywhere
Do you know where
today.
the old clinic is?
You mean the asylum?
Yeah, it used to be mental health.
Yeah, that's it. The old mental place. They're turning it into houses now. Follow the road up, half a mile, and turn right.
Thanks.
I'm
Yeah.
very well informed.
You watch yourself up there. Pretty girl like you. All sorts of weirdos hanging about that place.
Yeah, thank you.
The mental people go about there sometimes. Watch your step. Not that I'm prejudiced or anything.
End the conversation, my dude. You ask for directions. We don't need the life story here.
Hello? Anybody here?
No. Damn it, she's coming close. No, we're not here. I'm the ghost of a ventriloquist. This is bad practice. Somebody let into a building site? That's dangerous. Nothing will stop this person, though. They are determined. They will kick down doors. I'd be surprised if they don't have a gun by the end of this game. Instead of processing grief, they're literally going around trying to solve it. How can I go straight ahead? This is the way towards the fire exit. Okay, now we go left. What's in here? A room. Well, that's my choice. Why do I get weird, pointless choices like that? A bottle of water. Somebody's been here recently. They've left tracks. Oh no, I'm going away from the fire exit. But what if there's a fire? I mean, I've already broken in. I might as well keep looking. I don't know what I'm gonna find, though. I just find Emily and she's just like, oh no, that was a different person. Another bottle of water. Whoever used to live here, they love drinking water. Just like a ghost. Feel like they're prepping me to be jump scared, maybe? There's probably a door. Oh, okay. Now we're getting into the spooky abandoned asylum. Go towards the fire exit. Spooky ghost? Is this the boss fight? How's it going, Agnes? Your hair's not blonde. I thought they were blonde. Are you Agnes? Or are you the other one? Okay, I guess not. Let me just continue my Metal Gear Solid journey here. Christina, try to remember this is a sneaking mission. Am I about to run into like a builder on site or something? Oh no, there's somebody ahead of me. I can take her down. One karate chop to the back of the neck. These scene transitions are interesting. Fire exit's on the right! There we go. Hooray! This is why we put up signage.
Oi! What's your game? You shouldn't be here. This is a closed site.
Yeah, but there's a ghost.
There was someone in there. They were following me.
Oh, there's always weirdos hanging about this place. It's bloody dangerous.
No, this is something different. There was someone behind me. I swear.
Well, we aren't there now. What did you think you were doing, wandering about like that?
My friend was a patient here. I just wanted to see it for myself.
I don't think so.
Nobody's been
This
here for
place has been
years.
closed more than 20 years.
No, she was here 2 years ago.
This place was closed up after the fire broke out on the ward. They moved all the mental stuff to some other place.
You really should have done your research. Come on! Get it together. Why am I such a bad ghost detective? Why don't I just, you know, find a good therapist? Or at the very least, give that journal back to the mum! I don't understand this protagonist. She's so just like narrowed down onto something. Alright, who do I want to talk to? Alexander, the descendant of the Lord, or Reverend Peter? Reverend Peter. Reverend Peter might be better to talk to in terms of actual counselling. So I think we go with them.
Hello again. I'm just on my way to visit someone. Is it urgent?
Just wanted to know if you recognise this person.
Ah, yes, Agnes the ghost. Oh no, that's Emily.
Yeah, I know who that is. Why'd you ask?
Is that not Emily? Or is that just what was in Emily's diary? This one?
I think she had something to do with why Emily died.
Her name's Lucy. She disappeared 3 years ago.
Say nothing. Why would I, when I get a response, go, oh, okay.
Do you know why?
Apparently, she started saying that she was visited by a woman called Agnes, who started talking to her at night.
Yeah, remember Agnes, the person we talked... Why would I have a question mark? These prompts need to make more sense.
As in Agnes from the story you told me.
First, I just thought it was hysteria, mental illness, manifesting itself in hallucinations.
And do you still believe that now?
I was called away on parish business for 2 days. When I returned, I was told that she walked out of the house in the night and disappeared. It's troubled me ever since.
Yeah, how would he know the answer to this of is she still alive? If she's disappeared, we don't know is the whole point. How did her father come into scope? Just her parents generally? Who wrote these dialogue options? This one.
Could you tell me where he lives?
If you must speak to him, be careful. He's quite
Oh, don't
delicate.
worry. I won't be.
He lives on his own.
I use subtlety like a brick.
awkward.
Let me in, I have questions.
Hello, Matthew?
It is. What can I do for you?
We were wondering if we could talk to you about your daughter.
Oh.
I'm here to open
I
some old
suppose you better
wounds.
come in then.
I don't know what he was thinking when two attractive ladies opened the door at the start. And he started smiling.
Recently passed
Hello.
away. And we felt that it might have something to do with what happened to your daughter.
But we have
I'm
no
sorry
evidence.
to hear about your friend, but
We've
I
not
can't
talked to
see
the
what it would
police.
have to do with Lucy.
Our friend Emily had an interest in what happened to your daughter. She had a photo of her.
And that was it.
Why would she be interested in someone who ran away from home?
Maybe she read a paper. It was a local news story.
Are you sure that she ran away?
That's not what I meant!
Of course I am. What else would have happened?
Did she talk about anything strange before she ran away?
Look, I don't see why I need to talk about this.
Is there an option for me to be like, no, that's fair enough? Confront, I guess?
If you haven't heard from her in this long, do you not think that something else might have happened?
Good
No.
God.
She's somewhere. Look, I don't know where, and for whatever reason, she doesn't want to talk to me yet. But I'm sure she'll call soon enough. Look, in my heart, I know she's fine.
Have you never thought that
Oh my
maybe she's
God!
not coming back?
Wasn't that bloody vicar? She is coming back. She's fine.
I don't think that's what she meant.
Look, I want both of you out of my house now.
Yeah, fair enough.
That could have gone better.
Yes. Go on, say it.
What, that sometimes it's better to let me do the talking?
Don't you think he was a bit of a creep? The way he was looking at us.
Yeah, you managed to get a lonely guy to chuck 2 women out of his house. Quite an achievement.
Shut up. Besides, I've got an idea.
We're gonna break into his house.
Hi. Sorry, I thought I should come and apologise for my friend's behaviour. Do you mind if I come back in?
All right, come in then.
Oh my God, we are actually breaking into his house. These people must be stopped. Is she recording on her phone? She's got a phone, like, stuck out of a pocket with the camera above the zip. Oh, somebody's got Amazon boxes. Not a sponsored program. That's a nice little conservatory.
Yes, look, I'm sorry, I probably overreacted, but, yeah.
But
I have
her-
to say
her-
my wife
her-
probably made things worse. She's constantly at me for support, financial, I mean.
She disappeared 2 years ago, right? So if they just kept the room the same way. Photo album, drawers. I guess the album? Maybe we'll see that, like, her picture was missing or something. Maybe she took one of Emily? That would establish a connection. No, never mind, nothing of value in there, fair enough. If I go to the wardrobe, she's not hanging in there, is she? I guess I'll look behind the chest of drawers. Try not to make a noise while I do it. Everybody has secret diaries. I'm gonna take this and also not give it to their parents. Don't read it. What are you doing? You've broken into somebody's home. Lake near the orchard is where she told me to go. A broken-hearted soul. She understands my pain so much. She could be referring to Agnes or Emily. Maybe. Spooky. Are you taking a picture of it? I'm surprised you're not just stealing the whole book. Are you also going to steal the whole book? You going to leave it behind? You are going to leave it behind. Could maybe leave it out so that the dad could find it and, you know, give them some level of closure.
I can't believe we just did that. I hope you found something.
I think I did.
I thought we were never going to get out of there. Did you smell the drink on him?
I know. Poor guy.
Okay, we're gonna call it there. So far, it's an interesting story. However, the protagonist seems insane. It breaks into people's homes, lies to people, confronts people, steals things. I get she's trying to get some closure, but she just seems like a sociopath. But anyway, we'll see how it goes in the next one. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.